How good is your team at listening? I've often been asked, how do we improve our listening skills in the sales team? The first thing that's important to recognise is that listening is not a skill. It's a state of mind. It's a state of presence, being 100% in the now, and that's a choice. It's a choice to give 100% attention to another human being. Let's face it, in most conversations that's extremely rare. Why is that? We know it's important, so what gets in the way? Well, it's our busy mind. It's either thinking about the past, what happened earlier today, last week, last year, or it's thinking about the future, what's coming up next today, or racing ahead, making assumptions about what someone is about to say and what might happen, good or bad. And while the brain is doing all that internal activity, it's stopped listening. So what's the antidote? Well, as I said earlier, it's a decision first of all, a decision to give that person 100% attention. And secondly, there are some useful techniques which can help you to keep in a state of presence, including taking a deep breath, slowing down, perhaps going into your internal dialogue and saying words like focus to yourself. Or perhaps asking yourself, and possibly them, questions like, what's the real issue here? What we also need to do is to tame our advice monster, our tendency to rush to conclusions, to finish people's thoughts for them, and to race to offering solutions too early. When you begin to do this, not only will you miss nothing, when you're truly present, you're able to notice everything. Every nuance in tonality and stress on words, every gesture, and even every eye movement when you're truly in a state of listening. But even more important is the effect it has on the other person. We know when someone is giving us their full attention. It feels good, probably because it's so very rare. It also builds a huge level of trust and rapport. In fact, when you think about it, being truly listened to is so similar to being loved that most people can't tell the difference. Stop for a moment and think about when you first fell in love. I bet you didn't have any problems giving your loved one 100% attention. And you didn't need to go on a body language course to match and pace their speed of talking or their gestures. These are all skills which all of us naturally have when we're paying attention. For more mastery of this, watch Taming Your Advice Monster, an excellent TED Talk by Bungay Stanier, or read anything by Eckhart Tolle, especially Practicing the Power of Now. During the Sales Leader program, we provide several exercises you can do with your team to improve their ability to access that state of listening. You can find more information on our website at salesleaderprogram.co.uk, where you can also download for free more tools on the resources page. Thanks for listening to me.